Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of this weekly review. This week it's going to be slightly different because we've got elections coming up this week, and I don't think it's a week that I'm eagerly going to jump on the charts to try to take some trades because I don't know how the market will react to, how volatile it would be. Maybe it's a perfect week. We see some perfect setups, or maybe we just see erratic moves. So I'm not going to risk it. And if I'm going to trade or take a trade, I'm going to take the lowest risk I can take on a trade, or I'll just paper trade. And remember, guys, what I'm doing is more from a journaling purposes to learn and to obviously get better at trading. All right, so let's get into the red folder calendar quickly, and just to see what's going up. All right, so there's only 2 days of red folder news. So Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be watching the market every day this week. And the reason is I would like to see how this presidential election is going to affect everything. But anyways, we've got a lot on Tuesday, and a lot can happen or set up for the red folder on Thursday. I don't know what it's going to do. I'm just saying there's 2 days in a normal week that we would have traded, but this is slightly different. So don't obviously try to try to be a hero and try to hit home runs, because you could be lucky. Because you're either going to be lucky or you're going to have bad luck. So, and that then turns into a gambling mentality, and we're not here to gamble. We're here to make informed decisions, and the right decision here is to sit on the side and learn and see how everything unfolds. So my advice is not to trade anything. Just make notes, see what you see, mark it out, take screenshots, save it, learn from it, and But what I'll do now is I'll just show you guys on the charts what I see. I'm not saying it's going to play out. This is part of my process. All right, so if we look at this chart, this is a daily chart. One thing we've been talking about for a very long time, with all of this happening in between, we're stuck in this range, that high to this low. We're right in the middle. We add a very deep premium at this point. That indicates some sort of, if you have to pick a side, you would rather sell, and because you don't want to buy in premium. But anyways, we're not doing that. This is a daily time frame. That's my rule. You sell in premium, you buy in discount. We've got this big equal lows down here. Market has not gone down there. This week could be a catalyst to push price, not directly there, but in direction to go there. There's a lot of stuff that's still, obviously in the way of getting down here or even down here. We've got this fair value gap up here. We have to close, invert this aggressively and test it or something to target this low here. And if we accelerate down, then we're most likely going to see this equal lows. I'm not saying this is what we're going to do this week. I'm just saying it's something that's always been there, and because it's elections, it could be something that drives a lot of volatility. And not just because it's elections, it's also the end of the year. Sometimes the end of the year, it's normally in December or end of December into January, you can see some big moves. And maybe this time around it could come early. I don't know. We don't know. And I don't think anybody out there knows. But anyways, so this is a barrier before we want to go any lower. For as long as we stay above this on a daily time frame, I'm not going to be bearish. But I'll show you now on a 4-hourly, I'm bearish on that. And we still got this liquidity sitting down here that make higher lows, which I've been talking for a long time. And I think we're on our way there right now. I don't know if we're going to do this to bounce off this fair value gap, to go higher, or to invert to go lower, or just to move sideways. Maybe we just go sideways this whole week and nothing happens. All right, so, but these liquidities that I've marked out here, these are my targets for the setup down here, and I'll show you now. So this fair value gap, just want to show you. so you guys can see how we fill this 100%. So we've gone in there, we've reached into that 50%, left 75, but we didn't go lower. We went up again. So we've balanced this range or this gap, in my opinion. And now we're seeking other liquidity. My next liquidity is going to be down here, and then this fair value gap down here. But that was just to show you why I think there's a reverse happening up here. So let's go to 4 hourly quickly, and I can show you guys what I see unfolding here. All right, if you look at this 4 hour, okay, so we taken these highs out, we left a nice fair value gap, we went up, we inverted this fair value gap right here, and then we just keep dropping. We left a little gap, well, not a little gap, but we left a gap here. I'm actually going to mark this because that's a little imbalance. I don't know what ICT call it, a volume imbalance or something to that effect, but that's all part of this gap. All right, so inverted this yellow fair value gap. We've created a new fair value gap, but we keep dropping, a new fair value gap dropping. We took this liquidity out here, but remember we still got this liquidity, so I'm expecting lower prices. So I'm bearish based on this inverted fair value gap. We've spiked in this fair value gap, but if you take this range from up here to down here, we're still in a discount area. Above, I think it's above this high here, these are your premiums. So I at some point thought, okay, so we ran this. If we want to retrace now and we invert this fair value gap, we will most likely go up into this one and then drop further. It can still happen, but at this point we're rejecting this, so I'm not gonna buy to see it go all the way there. It can leave this open and just respect this fair value gap and drop even further. So that is what I'm seeing. I just think overall, I think we might go for these liquidities that's marked out here. How far down we can go, I don't know. This is that daily fair value gap up here. We could go lower and actually bounce off it this week or break right through it. But these are my low risk targets. But for me to hit this target, I need to see what's happening here. If this thing gives me an opportunity to sell, I don't know, on a lower time frame, see some rejection in here to go lower, then that would be your target, and then you go down, targeting these lows. But at this point guys, this is what I see. I wouldn't specifically like to sell or go short here because we're in a discount. I would like to see it go up deeper before I would look for sells. But be as it may, if we reject here and we get an aggressive move down, I don't think it's just going to happen on Monday because of this whole week. It's going to create some sort of uncertainty, so everybody can think it's uncertain. But that's also going to, set the tone for manipulations to carry on, screw with people's minds, in my opinion. But, I say all of this, we might come back next week and say, geez, this week was actually a perfect week for trading and the setups were so clean and so clear. But we're only going to know that after the fact. So all I'm saying to you guys, have a great week. And I hope what I've shared here has shed some light and give you some comfort not to get crazy this week. Just sit in your hands. Nothing wrong doing that. It's also a time of the year that you want to start switching off on trading, because it's never a good idea to keep going throughout November into December. Normally that's the time you should start scaling lower with your risk. And just focus on the new year ahead. So that's all I've got for you guys here. If there's value here for you, I don't say much around what will happen or what I'm expecting. Gave just some views here. It's not financial advice in any shape or form. It's just my opinion, and I will keep a close eye to see how it plays out. If you find any value, just like and share, subscribe to the channel, maybe drop some comments in the below. Share with us your views or whatever you think, or questions you might have. I might not have the answer, but share it there. Let's see what everybody's thoughts are. And yeah, good luck for this week. And I'll try to make more videos in the week if there's something that stands out. And maybe there's some good liquidity that generates in in anticipation of the results of the elections, and maybe there's some good trades coming out of that, but for us to learn and to journal. Anyways, guys and girls, have a great Sunday, and I'll speak to you guys in the week. Take care and be safe.